Hi, I'm Dana, and it's time for this week's question, and it comes from Jenny, and she writes, my husband thinks it's time to teach our 6-month-old daughter to learn to go to sleep on her own, but I'm not comfortable with that, and how can we reach a compromise? Well, this is a great question, Jenny, and it's one that I hear often. I've even had fathers call and express some concern that they're ready for their bed back, or they're ready to see their wife get a better night's sleep. And, I really want to just spend a minute touching on that, because it really is a family decision. I mean, you really can't ignore somebody's concerns, or somebody's need to have a good night's sleep again, or somebody's need to have their bed back, or whatever the case may be. And I think a lot of times fathers get blamed, for being less sensitive or cold about the whole situation. But I constantly remind people to evaluate a situation. If somebody's not happy, then something's not working right. And maybe you're not totally ready to let go of co-sleeping or nursing in the night, and it doesn't have to be an all or nothing, but you really do need to pay attention to everyone's concerns and work together. I tell parents all the time, this goes much better, faster, smoother if both parents are on board, both parents are committed to the plan, and that dads help out as much as they can. I get lots of emails from people saying, how come it's so easy when my husband puts her to bed, but so much harder when I do? Which is the opposite of what the normal reaction is. Often dads feel completely helpless and hopeless when it comes to bedtime, and just can't do it and have totally given up. So I do encourage parents to work together on this, and I think you can reach a compromise. I mean, I think from your comments you're not comfortable with the idea of letting her cry it out, so to speak. But, the Sleep Sense program offers an alternative in that you can be present, you can, stay with your baby the entire time, you can be supportive but not interfering. It doesn't mean that she won't cry, it just means that at least you can feel like you are being supportive, and that you're not, just leaving her alone, and that this is something that he can be in the room and you have a night off, and you can take turns. So it's really something that the two of you can work together as a team. And in the process of it all, what the key issues are, and it's not, oh, she'll sleep better because we let her cry. That's not, the crying really has nothing to do with it. It's the development of skills. And so if she's always nursed to sleep, for example, then she's probably going to wake up several times a night expecting to be nursed to sleep again. It's just her strategy for getting herself to sleep. It's just the way she does it. And so when you're making sleep changes, one of the central focuses is you've got to break that association between feeding and sleeping, or rocking and sleeping, and start teaching a baby some new ways and some skills that are all their own in order to get to sleep. So the first step is to make sure that in your bedtime routine, the child is not falling asleep at any point. Even if it's on a feed, you want to make sure that she's staying awake through the feed, and that she goes into her crib awake. And that's where the development comes. She'll have to, she basically have to figure out some ways to get to sleep that are not her old familiar ways. And once she's mastered those skills, she's going to be a really great sleeper. So I do encourage you to listen to your husband and find a way that you can both work on this together. Thanks a lot for your question, Jenny. Sleep well.